My one story, I guess, spans a couple of decades, and I can summarize it as succinctly as possible, is that I felt like when I was going through seminary, I didn't have a mentor. And in fact, most of my professors were hostile to the Reformed faith. And so I considered Dr. Sproul a mentor to me. I would listen to his tapes, audio cassettes. If you don't know what that is, Google it. And these weren't just the conference tapes or the popular stuff, the well-known stuff. These were like the history of theology, the history of philosophy. These were the old ones, I think, back from the Ligonier Valley. And so I felt like I just knew him so well. I would be in the library as a janitor in seminary listening to Dr. Sproul 3 to 4 hours a night, 5 days a week. And then I'd run out, call home, need more money, send tapes, and they'd send them in. And so, but it wasn't just through the tapes. I would write to him and I'd say, I know you're going to be in town. Any chance that you can, meet for a meal? And he took the time to meet with me and my friends. I didn't eat that morning because I didn't have the money for the buffet because it was too expensive. But my friends ate and then didn't pay. And I was like, you guys, I think you just stiffed Dr. Sproul. I hope that he didn't have to pay for that. I was like, I'm clean because I didn't eat anything. But then I was getting ready to go to grad school. I wrote to him. I said, is there any possibility I could talk to you on the phone and ask you some advice? He took the time out of his busy schedule to talk to me on the phone for like 45 minutes. And that's where, again, I can't do as good a voice as Ken did. But in his, his gruff voice, he's like, pack Turretin. Make sure you pack Turretin. I was like, oh, it's already packed. It's going to be in there. But so I just, over the years, he wasn't just at a distance, but, from time to time, he would take that time to, to reach out personally and to connect. Even when I did a D-Min seminar for I guess it was for Ligonier when they had their D-Min, he and his wife took me out to dinner and, they treated me so kindly and were so encouraging. But in all of that, not only does it always teach me to try to, in a sense, fly as high as I can to learn as much as I can, but stay on the ground too, and to try to connect with everybody and anybody, and to laugh along the way. One last, anecdote. I was at a conference and I said, hey, Dr. Sproul, have you ever thought of maybe, starting a school where you would have a degree and you would call it a Defensor Fide or something like that? And in his unique way, he said, young man, did God or Satan encourage you to ask that question? And I was terrified. I was like, well, God, I hope. I don't know. So that collection of stories, it was just, it's just, he was always that way. And so it encourages me to learn, to pass on the truth to others, and to laugh along the way.